In my dream, it was like a prison and an apartment. And God has shown me a mistake in the first apartment address that I could take ownership of the building if it wasn't correct in the blueprint. But it was correct in the blueprint. And in the dream, I could tell that other people had that revelation as well. Because someone that was in that imprisonment walked by, was like, it is correct in the blueprint. Meaning that people had to deal with that mistake, seeing that mistake. It was like, as soon as you walk into the building, that mistake was there. And you can tell that something was off. It was like an apartment prison. It looked like a low-income home, but it was for people who have done crime, who have done things wrong. People who focused on aesthetic. People who steal and kill and scam and prostitute and use men and strip and do drugs for money. It was people who did not value their education, their mental health, their emotional health, their spiritual health. It was people who did not care about God. It was people that claimed God but did not live for God. It was people who did not pray regularly. There was a lady in the dream, and she was saying that she has fed her son on $3,000 countertops, $5,000 countertops, and now she's feeding him in a program. In this program, if you know me, you know I do like as much as I can barefoot. When I was rapping in the world, I used to call myself the shoeless lyricist. I would only wear the barefoot sandals, like the stone things. And I'm still going to carry that on. I'm still only a lot of the times going to wear, not only, but a lot of the times going to wear the jewels on my feet. I just love being barefoot, but in this dream, I felt disgusted being barefoot. It was bugs crawling around. You can tell that the floor was dirty. You could tell that the walls were dirty. And I walk barefoot outside. So if the inside of a building was more disgusting to me than outside, then that's a pretty disgusting place. Because I have walked around the corner barefoot before because I didn't want to put on the shoes, and my neighbor asked me, was I okay? Did I need some shoes? When I had lived in a luxury apartment building, I would go get my mail with no shoes on. And the one time the lady asked me, where's my shoes? And I'm thinking, baby, this is a luxury apartment. I understand that people walk out here with shoes on, but this floor is not dirty. And I walk outside with shoes on. With no shoes on. And that's another thing. I would stop recording videos if I made a mistake like that. Aesthetics have a strong cut on people. I had a loved one who was so obsessed with aesthetics that she would have to fix her external before she would focus on her internal. When we would do sessions, she would have to clean. She would have to organize stuff. She would have to clear stuff externally before she cleared stuff internally. And that was a huge part of her problem. She wanted everything external to be a certain way and put her mental, spiritual, and emotional on the back burner. Catering to pleasures, image, luxury before God. So much to the point where the Bible said God will give you over to a reprobate mind, meaning God will allow you to live in your delusion that is not Him, to the point where God allowed her to believe that God shifted who her husband was, all because he was being to her what she wanted to. But you know where he wasn't being to her? A man of God. A man of God will not have unwed intercourse with you. That's the first thing. If a man is not led by God, he is leading you to hell. But He was giving her attention, and he was funny and giving her money. Nothing seemed wrong. Well, it was some stuff wrong, but that's not my business to say. People will settle for a lot. Another thing about aesthetics, people will take money and they will say, as long as you come home. People will take money and be with somebody that is in a relationship, be with somebody that is married. Because somebody look good, because people want them, they will settle for anything from them. Because people don't want to be alone. Aesthetics have people in a stronghold. That means it stopped them from being the best that they can, because they're worried about how something look, which means they're worried about how people perceive them, which means that they're insecure. And perfectionism is really insecurity. I love you, and most importantly, God does too. I am a spiritual advisor. I help people with all areas of life. In the description area, you will be able to see all the different ways that I help people. My email address is there for you to schedule a session with me. And my sessions start at $45. You can access all my social media accounts either through my bio, or if you're on YouTube, it'll be in the description area. I have over 900 videos on YouTube for you to watch and listen to. I am uploading videos every single day, and now God is calling me to upload multiple videos a day. So I will be uploading multiple videos a day. If there's anything that you would like me to make a video about, comment that or message me, and I will talk to God to see if that is something that God wants me to address. You take to God as well, so that you do not become dependent on me or wait on me. Because no matter what information you get from any human, God always has more information to give you. Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, sharing, watching, and subscribing. Thank you for praying for me, and thank you for sowing into my ministry.